Hi guys, I wanted to give you tips regarding PTE and what do's and don'ts are there to get 79. And believe me, it took me 5 attempts to get to 79 and it wasn't easy at all. So I have been thinking to make this video since a very long time, but I couldn't gather the courage. So here I am after I cleared my PTE on the 8th of February. I'll share my scorecard with you shortly. But I wanted to share my lessons learned for PTE for 79. And just to give you a brief introduction, my name is Siobhan Robinson, and I am attempting to migrate to Australia on 189 visa, and have been struggling to clear my PTE since last year. It's been almost 4 months that it took me to clear and get to 79. So without any further ado, let's start the video. Yeah. So the first thing about PTE is that people say or people assume that PTE is easy as compared to IELTS. It's not. It's not at all easy. I would say that IELTS has a different format and PTE has a different format, and sharing my own personal experience. When I cleared my IELTS, I got good scores, but I wanted to write PTE as well because I was not going above 7.5 in writing. So I thought, okay, why not give PTE and I can get easily 8 score in writing. And I gave the exam 5 times and I could never get more than 78, and rest all of them I got 90s, and I was so exhausted and I had literally given up that I don't think I can pursue going to Australia, and I don't think it's ever going to happen for me. But then I practiced and practiced, and I went from one teacher to another teacher. And I must tell you that that if you are in Delhi, in West Delhi, there are a lot of institutes that say that they can help you crack PTE in 15 days, 20 days, a fast course. There is no fast course available for PTE, believe me guys. Yeah, you need to at least work hard and practice as much as possible. So the first lesson learned that I would like to share with you is do not follow templates for writing. I have seen so many people circulating templates that there's a template for writing an essay, there's a template for writing summarized spoken text, but that's not right. You should never go for a template because it's never going to get you 79, because the computer knows it's very intelligent. It's got the algorithms running in behind. It knows that you're using a template and it's never going to give you 79. Yeah, so never use a template. The second thing is that do not take coaching from the institute where the faculty does not show you their scorecard. So I would say that when you go for the coaching, ask for the scorecard for the faculty, and if you're satisfied with the scorecard and you can see that the teacher himself or herself has given the exam and has got the results, then go ahead. Otherwise, I would say do not go for such fake teachers or fake faculties, yeah, so save your money, because I spent a lot. I spent close to 15,000 rupees and it never got me anywhere. The third point is that, write as much as possible and learn vocabulary. Now, there are so many, things out there, like you've got TED Talk. You should listen to TED Talk as much as possible, because if you see a lot of summarized spoken text, retail lecture comes from there. And you should read newspapers, circle the words, start looking for them in dictionary, start making sentences from there. You should also listen to BBC because it helps a lot. It helps you learn that native English that the PTE is looking for. The fourth thing is work on your spelling mistakes. So I must tell you that when I'll share you my scorecards, you can see that my spellings were wrong, and I was amazed by looking at the marks that I got in spelling. So make sure that you have an MS Word open, and when you write, look for the spellings. Do not do auto spell or spell checker there. Just look for the right spelling and make sure that you're not making mistakes on the spellings. Yeah. And the next one is that there are 30 essays available which are repeated most of the times, at least it for me. And then I would say that, do not Google your essays. Yeah. So when you have an essay, pick an essay, start doing brainstorming and think what could be the pros and cons if it's asking you to write for or against for it. Look for the opening sentences, look for what should be in the paragraph, brainstorm yourself, and make sure that you have a minute or 2 minutes, 3 minutes running there for you to brainstorm, and the rest of the time to write. Make sure that you are left with time to go ahead and revise it as well. Because for me, I used to panic when I used to get the writing, and the time for essay used to run like this, and in a snap of a second, and I was like, oh my god, when I'm going to check the spelling mistakes. And I used to have spelling mistakes. I used to be repetitive. I was not giving enough evidences to support the argument. So yeah, make sure that you don't just Google it, but put in your own ideas. Be more creative, guys, because again, the computer knows that you are just Googling something, you picked up something from here and there, and then you're trying to make sense out of it. Yeah. Then the next thing is that make sure to use the right punctuation. Make sure that when you start the opening sentence, it has a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. And I would like to recommend a site called PTEstudy.com, and I must tell you, it helped me a lot, because you've got a lot of material there. You've got a lot of reading, writing, listening, and speaking, stuff there, and you can keep on repeating yourself there. You can keep on practicing there as much as possible, and it will help you a lot to get the desired scores that you're looking for. And I would say that do not just I see people circulating repetitive stuff, that this essay came, so let me go ahead and repeat it, let me go ahead and just mug it up. Do not mug up things. Yeah, be more creative, because that's what PT is looking for. See, 60, 65 you can easily achieve. Yeah, but getting 79 and 79 and above is not an easy task. You have to be very consistent. I was practicing at the crack of the dawn, and I was practicing for close to 4 to 5 hours a day, and believe me, it was very hard time for me, but I cracked it, and I would recommend the same to you. Please go ahead, work hard, and do not give up. Yeah. So in my next video, if I get likes, I would try and upload another video for you guys, for you to help yourself and others, you can crack the exam. And do not get frustrated. I know people say, oh, I've given it for the 9th time or given for the 10th time, I'm not getting through. But I would say work on your areas of improvement, and I can assure you that you would get there. Yeah. Okay, so bye bye for now, and we'll talk later.